The day has finally come. The first third-party RF autofocus lens that has actually been approved by Canon is finally here. So let's not waste any more time and let's jump straight into the article to see what this lens is all about. So as you can see here, Mikey, I'm not sure how you say it, launches the first AF 85mm f1.4 autofocus lens for the RF mount. And the reason why it has to be approved, because Canon actually made other manufacturers pull their lenses to actually stop selling them if they had autofocus, because they didn't want anyone selling any autofocus lenses. However, this company is actually announcing an RF autofocus lens, and unless they're doing this behind Canon's back, which I actually highly doubt, then this thing actually must be approved. And how long is it actually going to be until Sigma and Tamron get in on the act to actually start making their first RF autofocus lenses? So here's some specifications. Unfortunately, we do not know the suggested retail price at this moment in time, but hopefully that can be actually revealed very, very soon. And their focal length is obviously 85. It's for full frame cameras, and the filter size is 77. And then the aperture is 1.4 to f16. Minimum focus distance is 0.98 meters. It's got 12 aperture blades. The mounts is for, as you can see, RF, EZ-L. Got an AF to manual focus switch and also customized buttons. And as it says here, pricing and availability aren't unknown at this time, and they currently have this lens on display at the NAB show 2023 in Las Vegas. So people are actually seeing this lens on show at this event. So unless Canon didn't actually approve this shouldn't be actually here. And how did it actually get here if they didn't approve it? Which actually means they must have approved this lens. So they actually might start approving other manufacturers to actually creating RF autofocus lenses such as Sigma and Tamron, fingers crossed. So hopefully we'll have some third-party autofocus lenses actually coming out very, very soon. So what do you guys actually think to this? Do you think this is legit? Do you think Canon will actually tell these to actually pull their lenses and not sell them with autofocus or whatever they did for the other lenses like Samyang? Or do you actually think this is real, and do you actually think this is the first RF autofocus lens that will actually be coming out? I'd love to know your thoughts, so make sure you do leave your comments down below. I can't wait until there's some third-party options out there, because I am so jealous of Sony users at the minute, because I would love a Sigma 24-70 f2.8, because it's currently on Amazon, I think it's around £1,000 new, whereas the 24-70 on the Canon's side, the RF version f2.8, is literally around £2,000, so it's like half the price of the RF version. And I would just love that option to actually grab a 24-70 Sigma lens or a 35 f1.4 lens, because they do obviously make it so much cheaper. Obviously, I'd rather have the Canon lenses overall down the line, because I do think they're better lenses and they're made a lot better. However, because of money wise, I could get two amazing Sigma lenses versus just getting one really amazing flagship Canon lens. And at the end of the day, I still think the Sigmas are just as good in some scenarios. So I would love some third-party Sigma or Tamron lenses to actually be announced and released very, very soon for the Canon RF mount. So make sure you leave your comments down below. What do you think? Are you excited for this, or do you not really care? Are you a Canon user or are you a Sony user? So let me know what you actually think. And if you think of actually moving over to Sony from Canon because of this third-party problem, is this lens actually making you want to stick around maybe for a couple years more longer, like 1 or 2 years, to actually see what does actually happen? Or are you still just going to go over to Sony because you don't think, one, this is real, or it's just going to take too long for Sigma and Tamron to actually start making a lot of good lenses and actually releasing them? So if you did enjoy this video and found it helpful, why not hit that like button and subscribe to see more videos like this in the future? It would really help me out, and I'm so close to that 1,000 subs, so if you can hit that subscribe button, that would be amazing. If you also are interested in Canon gear, you might actually like this video right here, where there's a little bit of an update on where the actual RF 35mm f1.2 is, because I know a lot of people want that lens, including myself, and it's been 5 years now since the Canon mirrorless system has been released, and there's still no sign on the Canon RF 35mm f1.2. So if you want to know some reasons why, make sure you click on this video next.